every minute with the fever dreams. I push a mind to a limit where it needs to be. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss, see. I got my mind on the facts, I'm a python, grab what I like real fast. Stroke until I have everything I attack, everything that I lack, everything that I want, and I see, matter of fact. Cause I'm my own worst enemy.
Back here on a new video at Ringside-Reactions, and today we are doing a room tour, but first we're gonna hit the lights. Now we got all the lights on, but we're only missing one more light, and that light, it is gonna be the lights all around my room. I'm not gonna show you my whole room because we're doing the room tour. That's the point of this video. But right now we go right by this Jey Uso poster from Saturday night's main event. Right here, you hit this button and it goes on just like that, and we are official. But we have, yet again, one more light, and that light is my main light, and that is going to be right here. And if we hit that, now let's get into it. But first, right over here, if we start by the door right here, this for Saturday night's main event, where they have on the jumbotron the old WWE block logo, and then right over here, this crown jewel, World's Ends at AW. I use that pay-per-view. And then we have Survivor Series, and Money in the Bank. And right here is my SummerSlam matches, also known as posters. Right here, I printed these out. And then over here we have the WWE shop right here. I've been working on this. We have these big belts right here. Not actually that big, but the big belts for figures, because these are the normal belts for figures. And then we have the ring, the championship showdowns I made, and then these action figures and these black boxes: Drew McIntyre, Jey Uso, Logan Paul, that's the Chase version, the green, Seth Rollins, and Bianca Belair. And then the WWE cards are right there just playing, and the actual WWE cards are right there. And then these are the WWE cards right here. These are another cards. This card, $5, and those cards are $5. They mean the exact same thing. They are both for $5. And then over here, we have the merchandise hanging up. We have Jade Cargill's vest, Rhea Ripley's vest. And I get a lot of questions from this. Who is that from? That is from Liv Morgan. Why? I have no idea. And that is Sami Zayn's hat. And then some kind of green hat. I'm not really sure what that's from. And then this is the seats. Right there, first level $80, second level $90, middle $150, 4 in the back row $230, 4 in the middle is $450, and 4 in the front is $1,750. And what I mean by that, right here, you can see the 4 in the front, back, in the middle, right there. And this big long rectangle thing is my TV. The big, and then that square is my ring, and that's the ringside around it. Speaking of ringside reviews, that's the ringside around it. And then other ones are first level right there. There is that crossed rectangle thing. Those are lights I'll show a minute in my arena at the end of this video. Over there. And then come over here and work our way all the way around the arena. We come up here, we have a WWE logo. And then this right here, I have this like checkered board light thing. And over here I have last year's WrestleMania sign, WrestleMania 40, and then WrestleMania 41. The reason why it says 3, because I started my first WrestleMania at WrestleMania 39. I don't have that sign. I got rid of that sign, but I have WrestleMania 2 in the green, and then WrestleMania 3 when it was in Las Vegas. And this right here is for lights behind my screen. I don't use that anymore. That's when I had my cardboard screens. And up here is my dartboard, basketball hoop, Money in the Bank, last year's SummerSlam, Monday Night Raw, Bad Blood last year, SmackDown, 2 NXT's screens. And then another SummerSlam. Right here I have my spinner belt that spins. I bought that on Monday Night Raw when I was in Detroit last month. And then I have this crown jewel. And then WrestleMania 40 Liberty Bell. I have all these belts I made. Starting first was WWE Speed Championship every Wednesday at 12 p.m. on X. And then the WWE Tag Team Championships on Friday Night SmackDown. Then I have the United States Championship. Then I have this YouTuber called WSC. I made his belt. Then I have an AEW Championships right here that I made. Right there, pretty cool. And I have the Undisputed Championship that I made. We're going to talk about the Cody side plates. We don't talk about those. Then we have the spinner belt that I made that kind of spins. Every now and then it'll spin. Not as good as a replica. I have the World Heavyweight Championship. Yes, I did have to change the belt from Jey Uso's side plates. Jey Uso is the current World Heavyweight Champion. I just changed his side. I changed his side plates because I have a different World Heavyweight Championships. I didn't want two Jey Uso side plates. I went two World Heavyweight Championships, and then I have the World Tag Team Championship. That one is on Monday Night Raw with the Judgment Day side plates. I was our current champion. And they have the NXT Championship that has Ethan Page, because I never changed it. And then also WSC, that's it, the main title, and that's the Multiversal Championship. And I have this bottle of Prime that goes in my arena by the Prime Hydration Station. And then my uncle gave me this stage right here. I use it for NXT. And then I have my bed right here. And then I have the steel cage for my Ultimate Edition Monday Night Raw ring, the one that just came out. Then I have an Ultimate X, doesn't fit my big ring, so I use the small one. And I bought these ropes off Figure Store Company, and then those hooks off Amazon. The scaffolding, and I wish it was fun. And then I made this WrestleMania 41 stage, where I have a 3 because it's WrestleMania 3 for mine. I made this for 5 days, I'm pretty sure. And I have a WrestleMania sign. It's supposed to be off of WrestleMania 39. In real life, not my WrestleMania 39. And the inside, there used to be lights up there. If you see some tape, those are from the lights I took off. Another thing right there, I'll get into in a minute. And I have these poster boards from, not the poster boards, but I have it from my mat, from my my ring. I have Friday Night SmackDown. I have another SmackDown just in case this one gets broken. I have a backup. Then I have the first one I use for SmackDown. Then I have, speaking of the Rhea Ripley ring, I have that box. I kept the box with nice artwork. I have a SummerSlam poster right there behind it. And then right there is from the stage. You can see right there on the box. And I have a car picture, and then these are the lights. I set it for Monday Night Raw. And I have my old ring that was like the tiny ring that you can never do anything in it. That's that ring. That's useless. And then I have, those are for my sister. She does that stuff. If you read it, you know. And then I have this over here. This is my drone I made right here. That's like the camera for it. These are like the propellers, whatever you call it. And I hold it right here and I move it around my arena like that. Don't know why there's a flipper there. It's probably Matt Riddle's. And then I have these two LED panels right here. Not panels, control things. And then I have a SmackDown printed out thing. And a SummerSlam. And then in there I have like all stuff for my belts, like the cardboard belts. Speaking of cardboard belts, forgot to show this. This is my other World Heavyweight Championship. Like I said, was the current champion right now in real life. When I say real life, that means not my figures on Monday Night Raw, NXT, Friday Night SmackDown. That's what I mean about real life, not my figures on TV. TV means real life. So on TV, this is the actual champion. Main event Jey Uso, he is your current champion on TV, on Netflix and everything like that. He's the current World Heavyweight Champion. Gunther is injured, so they had to get the title back to Jey Uso. Well, not back to Jey Uso, he's kept the title. Speaking of Jey Uso, I have a whole shelf of Jey Uso. I have this Ulafala for Jey Uso. I have this signed Jey Uso poster right there from October 23rd, 2024 in Ontario, Canada, when he won the Intercontinental belt. And I got these. First, I got this one for Halloween, because my mom gave it to me. Jey Uso glasses, I wrote "Yeet" on them, and then gold Jey Uso that I got from WrestleMania 40. I didn't go to WrestleMania 40. These are off WWE shop. And then right here, I got my Undisputed Championship that I made. And right here, that's when I made it on February 13th, 2025, Undisputed Championship. Then I switched it back to Cody Rhodes side plates right here on both sides, and I added Velcro to take on and off easily. Right. If I can set it down, that'll be pretty nice if I do. There we go. And then over here, I have these for my Jumbotron NXT and Friday Night SmackDown for my Jumbotron. We'll get that in a minute. I have paper over here, Money in the Bank, that I made last year. Or whenever they were in Canada for Money in the Bank. Pretty sure it was last year. And then we have these. I got 2 Seth Rollins. I bought both of these Seth Rollins. And then I have Bianca and Asuka. And then some, I don't know whose hands those are, probably says on them. And then some barricades right there. And I got this monster truck right here from Mattel. And I got your current TV champion, Jey Uso. Ultimate Edition Jey Uso. And then Elite Jey Uso. And then over here, I got my crowd. And then when I said Jumbotron earlier, it was NXT and SmackDown. Then I also have one for Monday Night Raw. Right there. And I have my crowd over here. And they're holding up some signs. And then over there, up there, everywhere. And I got this announce table from WrestleListic.com. Has a Monday Night Raw TV right on it. And I have Snickers and Minute Maid and the WWE logo for my announce table. And then I have a crowd right here with Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns. This is the people that I don't use. Roman Reigns always falls. I always daily have to put him back up. Yes, daily. And this is my Monday Night Raw Ultimate Edition ring. So these ring posts. And this is my Monday Night Raw ring mat. Right there. And then I got this referee from Figures Toy Company. Then I got another referee right there. These are all my side plates. John Cena side plates right there. 17, Jacob Fatu. This is my 32-inch TV for my action figures. And I got another crowd right there. WrestleMania 42 sign, or for me, WrestleMania 4 sign. And I got another one up there. WWE neon sign right there. And over here I got my microphone when I do Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown and NXT. Right there. And then speaking of microphone, you always have to have a camera guy. You don't see me in here because I usually put them right there, that open spot. But they always fall on the announce table because that's a breakaway announce table. And it falls on it, so then I always have to put it back up. But for now, I used to have it in my ring. But for this video, have him on my bed. Camera guy right here. Comes with this camera. I got another one right here. And then I have my remote right here. And then that is my arena. I got put up this light right here. If you look at right there, you can change this right here. So I got this like 2023. So I can do low for my ring. Can we see it? Second. You can see a little bit on the mat. And then third. And then I got this 2023 and I just found this out like a couple days ago. Maybe 2 days ago. Look, if you hold it down, it has a strobe light. That is pretty cool. And if you let go of it, I just found that out too. If you let go of it, it does strobe light. Just now knows that. I thought you had to keep it down for a strobe light, and I guess not. That'd be pretty cool for videos in the future. And then if we make our way over here, my big curtain, and then we pull this up, and it's outside. And then over here, got my main event Jey Uso poster right there. And also, if you look in the ring, you can see it's on camera right here. You see that right there? Has the Monday Night Raw crew right there. And then in a second, go to NXT. There's NXT. And then there, in a second, is going to be Friday Night SmackDown now, people. And there's Friday Night SmackDown. I made all 3 of those a couple days ago. Yeah. And now, like I said before, main event Jey Uso poster. I got these lights from Grover, like something like that. Those lights, I can change in the app. And then that is basically everything. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Well, in the next video, not in a little bit, in the next video. But you know what I mean. And we'll see you guys in the next video. This is Ringside-Reactions. We will see you guys in the next video. Watch Monday Night Raw next week on Netflix. Friday Night SmackDown on USA this Friday. See you guys.